Today I'm here with James Ward, the CEO and founder of Marine Resources, on the Superyacht UK Young Designer competition 2023 at the Southampton International Boat Show. And we're going to talk about future talent, which is aiming to attract and nurture more young professionals in the marine industry. The campaign has four main pillars: attract, train, retain, thrive, and a broad scope all the way from school kids at 13 through to young professionals in the 25 to 35-year-old bracket. James, with future talent, you're really looking at the long term and aiming to outline the benefits of the marine industry as a career to potential candidates who may not be employees for another 5 to 10 years. Why is this important to you?
Well, I think we all recognise that we do have an ageing demographic in the marine industry. If you look at our salary surveys that we've been doing over the last 4 or 5 years, every couple of years, we do look at this, and there is a trend now, and there's always a lot of discussion around the industry about we need to get more younger people in, and I think we just felt that it was time, and that maybe we are quite well placed to put a little bit more strategy into this and can maybe help influence the industry and also people outside of industry considering the industry to actually come and get involved at different levels of their career, really.
The marine industry can be a superb environment to work in, but in what way does it need to adapt to attract the best?
Yeah, the industry itself is in some parts still a very traditional industry. You know, we've had a lot of one of the great things about the industry is that you can come to a boat show and you can see the same people every single year. There's people who have had the most amazing experience in this industry. They've been around for a long time. I can come to any show, and many of these industry professionals I can truly call my friends, and it's because we've been around for quite a long time now. However, it is time for the industry to evolve a little bit. One of the things that we want to do within our Future Talent initiative is to help educate industry employers about what they can do in their businesses to evolve slightly, to be more attractive as an employer to younger people, younger generations, the millennials, the Gen Zs, the Gen Xs, because the expectations and the motivations and of those generations are changing, and I think we as an industry need to adapt to that to make sure that we are doing everything we can to make us a viable option when they're choosing their careers.
We're here on the Superyacht UK Young Designer competition stand, and here we've got some great young designers creating as we speak. Why is this important to you and Marine Resources?
Well, this is the second time we've supported the Young Designer competition. For me, this is absolutely what we need to be doing more of an industry. This competition itself gives an opportunity to younger people who may not actually be considering the marine industry as a career. Most of the students here are actually doing product design, automotive type design degrees. Many of them don't have a marine influence up to now. And what we've done by putting on this competition is give them an opportunity to come and experience the marine industry, come experience the show, transfer, and this is the really important bit, is transfer their knowledge and skills into marine relevant activity, and in this case it's design. Now, these guys started drawing yesterday at midday. They went for sort of 4 or 5 hours yesterday. They've been going for a couple of hours already this morning, and I can honestly say some of the stuff they're coming up with is really, really incredible, and we've got some of the world's top superyacht designers on the judging panel, and I know that they are equally impressed. The other thing is that I went for dinner with these guys, and just their attitude towards their careers, their professionalism towards this event, and just their energy that they brought to the whole thing. This is what we need to capture right across the industry, and I asked them all the question, is marine something you've considered? And they hadn't up to this point. I then said, would you now? And they all said absolutely. So just giving them the chance to come and get involved is really important.
So this isn't just bringing young super yacht designers, it's young designers from across the board and really introducing them to the marine industry and hopefully spreading that message to their friends who are also designers.
Yeah, absolutely, that's it. It's about making the marine industry, like I've said, a viable option, something that's on their radar much earlier, something that they can consider, whilst they are of course considering other industries. We are at a point where we have many skill shortages across the industry, and everybody knows this, but we have to do things differently now to plug the gap. And for sure, in my opinion, one of the very key answers is that we've got to attract from outside of industry. We've got to understand what are the skills and talents in other industries, and we have to be strategically attracting these people in many, many ways.
You mentioned earlier the ageing workforce in the marine industry, but the skills that they have are absolutely vital, and transferring those skills to a younger generation. Do you think apprentices help in this matter?
Yeah, without doubt. Apprenticeships are hugely important. There's some amazing young professionals coming in via that route. But I think part of the educating the industry piece is to understand that that's not the only way that we can get younger people into this industry. Apprenticeships tend to, at the moment, be very focused around the skilled trades type roles, the boat builders, the laminators, the electricians. But actually there is apprenticeship schemes available across all different types of roles. We just need to make sure that the industry recognises the importance of the people who have been around for a long time play an important role in the future success of this industry. We all now need to be willing and open to be working with younger people and pass on that knowledge and experience that we've had from 20, 30 or more years in this industry.
And what one piece of advice would you give to a young professional who is inspired by this and is looking to come into the marine industry?
I think probably the single piece of advice is recognise from day one that you are the one bringing new ideas, new energy, and they are absolutely welcome. Just because you are maybe one of the younger people in the business or still learning your trade, whatever that is, it doesn't mean that you can't offer value to the bigger picture of the company. So, be ambitious, be confident, and just back yourselves on how important you are to not just the companies that you work in, but this industry as a whole going forwards.
Well, James, there is no one in the industry who has your kind of insight through Marine Resources, all the work you have done there. So bringing fresh people into the workforce and fresh ideas, it's so good to see you supporting this and really driving forward the industry itself. Thank you for your time.
Thanks very much, Mark.